we have a whole new audience. We have the people here who don't watch us over there.
Or
Right?
it could be people that came back, but also I think the people that are growing followers on Substack get alerted when we go live
Yeah.
there. So I'm very confused about your lunch question already.
Why? I'm starving. That's why. There's nothing to be confused about. I'm just
Well,
really,
you're
really
like,
hungry.
I need to talk about, is it, there's no, the whole point of having your Chipotle and having Marta and team is like, you just get in your car and go, right? Is there a question of where you're going to go or what you're going to have?
Okay. That's a fair point. It's yeah, but this whole sort of, like the calorie deficit and exercise and gaining 2 pounds is like, maybe it's the Chipotle. I don't know.
I mean, it's
maybe
better.
I should just starve myself. I don't know.
I think it's better than a Big Mac, but I'm actually not sure because there's still a lot of like processed stuff in there, right?
No, there is not. It's all fresh and made daily, right there in their own kitchens. No, all right.
I think so. But I don't know. Yeah. I'm always surprised when you go to the restaurants that have the calories next to like the stuff on the menus, and I'm like, oh, you look at what you'd normally get and like, holy crap, I can't get that. So then you go over to the salad section, and you're like, that's not much better. Like it's not. Like a barbecue chicken salad is actually worse than a burger in some places.
I took my daughter to Cheesecake Factory a couple of weeks ago, and I was on page about 62 of the menu before I found something under like 1,500 calories. Is kind of nuts.
You got to give yourself a fighting chance. You can't go to a place like that and think you're gonna like eat something.
Well, no, but if I want to go to a place where she's gonna eat something, then I have to go to Cheesecake Factory. See, that's the tension, right? Yeah. This, by the way, is what happens when you're a parent, right? Like your kids are little, they don't eat everything, so you just finish. Like, do you want the rest of my fries? Do you want the rest of my whatever? It's like, do you want the rest of my fill in the blank? Is a recipe for 30-pound weight gain right there.
Yeah. That was a huge problem of having kids that would barely eat anything for a while.
Right.
Just
like I don't throw it away. What a waste. Right.
Now, so last night we always have now a set of like, we have some meals that like if we don't have a meal plan or if we just super tired, we can just make, right? And one of them is Trader Joe's orange chicken. Are you familiar with the Trader Joe's orange chicken?
I am not. Tell me more.
All right, so it's basically it's Chinese orange chicken, so it's kind of, it's not breaded, but it's kind of the it's got the cornstarch like outside, so it's a little crispy on the outside, and it's frozen. So basically, you just throw it into a pan and you throw the sauce in, it's done. So we always have a couple bags in the freezer, and so last night, like I worked all day. Beth's off school, but she was interviewing for a role at her school, and so she comes home. We're both tired.
Good luck.
And no, she's interviewing.
She was the interviewer.
She was the interviewer, right?
Got it. Okay.
So we had. So we said we're not going to make what we're going to make, and normally
we're doing orange chicken.
What are we going to order? We're like, no, that's like, that gets expensive. So like, okay, like we always have something. So we have 2 bags of orange chicken. We make some rice, and we're good. But I bring up the kids are eating so much now. Like we actually need 3 bags of orange chicken now, because there was almost a fight. Because like once everyone served themselves chicken, there was literally no chicken left. And my middle son, who is doing summer conditioning and is starting to eat everything, is like,
the word protein like every third word.
Where's the chicken? And so like he's upset that like Clara ate all the rest of the chicken. And I'm like, look, we're not like we can get more chicken. Like not right now, but like we can get more chicken. And so
chicken.
Yeah. Mike says this is the content I came for. Trader Joe's fried rice is delightful too. Trader Joe's, I mean, listen, you could, this is probably a lot of processed like bad stuff too, but like the frozen section of Trader Joe's has so many wonderful things.
Yeah.
I don't know that you don't do that.
I've been to Trader Joe's maybe like 3 times in my life. We have one around here somewhere. I'm not even sure where it is. Anyway,
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What's
better, Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods? What's better?
Oh, Trader Joe's. Yeah, Whole Foods is. I mean, I live in a world where Whole Foods is like for the pretentious people that like can't find the PCC. Like the PCC is the Pacific Community Market, and it's like it's the co-op, and it's like the gluten-free. Babies hand wrap these candies for you kind of things. And Whole Foods is the same but national, so it's a lot more processed and a lot more like a supermarket, but it's still like I think kind of pretentious. I have pretended in my head that Trader Joe's is not pretentious, even
I was gonna say, I thought
it
what you just
100%
described.
is.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought that was Trader Joe's, but maybe
No. That's that's where I'm living.
That's where you're wrong.
And because I'm like, oh, I go to Trader Joe's because like they have good food, and it's kind of like going to Costco because there's always something new there, and they literally have like one of the end caps of one of the aisles. It's like, here's all the stuff that's new here, and so you're like kind of looking, what's got here, and there's staples, there's things everyone in the family likes, and some of it is like really really cheap, right? I mean, there is stuff they sell that's like, it's, you know, we will go to Trader Joe's before going to the regular supermarket to get whatever else.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. All right, I'll check out a Trader Joe's and try their, was it orange chicken? Is that what it is?
The frozen orange chicken at Trader Joe's.
Now, do I have to do my own rice, or does it come with its own rice, or how's that?
Well,
work?
no, it doesn't come with rice, but you can also, in that, like literally right next to it, they have boxes of frozen cooked rice. So you can get white rice or brown rice, and it's in a little like plastic packet. Throw that in the microwave, 3 minutes, and you have rice.
And you have dinner. Boom.
And you have dinner. It's not quite like the Swanson Salisbury steak, but it's not too far away from that. It's just more pretentious and meant to be like, okay, I'm actually eating.
We're back to chicken tenders, basically. It's like life is basically.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, no. It's poor. I don't know. So Phil, you said poor man's Whole Foods. Well, there was the first startup I went to after Microsoft, we were at a little building that was across the train tracks from a Whole Foods. And so, you know, if you didn't bring your lunch, that was the most convenient place to kind of walk over and go to. And we called it whole paycheck, because you go in there, and if you get like a sandwich, or they have like, you know, they have the hot food you can put in things, like good luck getting out of there less than $20 for just like what should have been like $6 at a Safeway somewhere. But yeah, Trader Joe's, I don't know. I guess Trader Joe's is cheaper in a few ways, but it's still, I don't know.
That's some brand loyalty right there. Yeah,
I know.
All right, so what happens in San Diego?
Very, very little. So we're gonna. I mean,
how much happens in San Diego relative to Whidbey Island? Where's the more checkout, do nothing?
They're kind of both, I would say. Okay. You know, with Whidbey, there's so many things to go out and do. I mean, there is in San Diego as well, but like in Whidbey, if you're going to go out, you're going to hike, you're going to fish, you're going to do something somewhat active. The main thing you do in San Diego is go to the beach and sit. And now that the kids are older, we don't have to entertain them or like go with them into the water, so they don't.
Oh my God, that is the most magical moment of parenthood, when you can go to the beach and not have to like basically train your like entertain your children all day.
And they all have things they like doing. Clara will just lay out and just enjoy. Evan will run up and down the beach and like, you know, look for shells. Nick will dig the deepest trench you've ever seen.
That's my guy. That's what I'll do.
And we'll look at the tide tables and see, okay, when we go to the beach, is this going to work out? So he'll build a big trench and then build a big wall. And it's like, how long until the tide comes up and like destroys everything? Because it's a matter of time, right? But it's kind of fun to see, like, you know, how can you build it and rebuild it?
And what's Matt Heinz? What is Matt Heinz doing this whole time? Is he just like?
I will do one of two things. I'll go for like there's a couple beaches in North Carolina we like to go to, and they're pretty long beaches. So I'll go for a walk and just watch the water. I enjoy that. But I mostly just like to sit in my beach chair with a book and think
about marketing.
And no, just watch the waves. And you know, there's always good people watching at the beach. You know, in San Diego, there's huge military presence, so there's always like a helicopter or something like going up and down the beach from one of the Marine bases there. It's just, and then you know, we'll get there like at 10:30 in the morning, and we'll be there for like an hour or so, and then someone will say I'm hungry, and then I'll go up to the taco shop, go to Roberto's, and you know, bring back some tacos and quesadillas and just eat that at the beach. And eventually we all get a lot of tired and say go home and take a nap. And that's like what we do for 2 weeks. It's really, really wonderful.
It's not boring as heck.
You don't think so? You think it sounds boring?
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
It's okay. Look, some people when they go on vacation, they want to be busy. They want to see a lot of things. I remember when Beth and I planned our honeymoon. Yeah. We had two things we were thinking about doing. We narrowed it down to two options. One was go to Hawaii and just relax, and the other one was go to Rome and just like go to see all this stuff that we hadn't seen before. Yeah. And the thought of getting through the wedding and then going somewhere where we literally were just going to be death march like 40,000 steps a day, seeing all these wonderful things, we really just so we went to Hawaii and we did 5 days on Maui, 5 days on Oahu, or 5 days on Maui, a day on Oahu, and then 5 days on
that's it. I guarantee
Kauai.
you, if we went and spent 2 weeks in Hawaii, my wife would have literally she'd plan it out by the 30-second increment for every like increment of the time we were there. It would
the last time we were in Hawaii was before we had kids, and we did 6 days in Maui, and we stayed at a hotel in Kanapali Beach, if you know. And I think we left Kanapali once to go eat in Lahaina somewhere. Otherwise, it was literally just the same thing as we do in San Diego. It was like, okay, wake up, have something to eat, go sit in the beach, take a nap. I mean, that's like, I mean, so I think about like what you just said. You just did 3 hours of virtual training, and you're grinding, and you're trying to make a week of it, or trying to make, you're doing your own thing, right? And it's exhausting, and so it's hard to get it's hard to just like on a Saturday do that at home, because like on like tomorrow, like I don't have anything planned tomorrow, but like I got 1,000 things need done around here. I got a tree I need to chop down. I got like there's a bunch of stuff that like needs done around here. That
chickens, you gotta get the rats out of the chicken coop.
We're not talking about that because it seems like it seems like we haven't had as many rats. So, but
knock on wood.
But there's trees that need to come down, and there's a sprinkler that's not working, and I got to get it working before we leave, so it can automatically keep taking care of Beth's garden. So like, there's a million things, even on a day that you totally have off. So you go somewhere else, and like you literally have nothing. What am I going to do today? I got nothing to do. And that's the point.
Let's talk about your chainsaw. Do you have a chainsaw?
Yes.
All right. Do you have chaps?
Yes.
I
have chaps. I've got the helmet with the face guard.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah. No, Beth would. She's like, if you're gonna really legit use a chainsaw, like you're gonna have the things, and you're gonna look kind of nerdy, but like
you're gonna look the part.
Well, and honestly, she's right. Like I am an amateur chainsaw user. And so I try to follow the precautions, but like sometimes you're like, I really shouldn't be cutting like this. I probably should not have this death chainsaw above my head. That's probably a bad idea.
So how often do you cut things down with your chainsaw?
Often enough. I mean, like we've got because we've got the green belt behind us, and there's a lot of dead trees out there. And then I mean, out on Whidbey, it's a source of heat in the winter, right? And so I have yet to have to cut down a tree out there because there's so many down trees anyway. Yeah. And every winter there's enough of a storm, there'll be at least 3 to 5 new trees that come down. So you can take those too. It's kind of nice. It feels like manly when you're out there.
I was just gonna say you're like a man's man. Like, get out of my way, okay?
I don't know about that. Hey, by the way, there's 7 people here now, Brent. There's 7. Maddie, I feel like Mark, Phil, Mike. Thank you guys.
I just feel like that's 7 times I need to apologize. I don't know why, but
they came. I mean, maybe they're all still here. I mean, I don't know. We stopped talking about Trader Joe's orange chicken. Now we're talking about the proper
chainsaws.
Chainsaws.
It's all about the chainsaws.
Phil, I've never been to Hana. I've not spent a ton of time on Hawaii, but I've heard that Hana is a fun place to go. And most people that I know have do the day trip and go down there. But then I like the idea of just going down there and staying there, because that sounds like you're just kind of like you're off in the boonies, and I like being in the boonies.
No, we would totally overprogram that trip. There would be, tours, day trips, helicopters, mountains, volcanoes, hikes, bikes. I could imagine. I say this with love for my wife, 30 years of I could totally imagine her planning a trip to Hawaii with no time sitting on the beach.
There's not a wrong way of doing it. Right. Yeah. I mean, so like when our honeymoon, like for the first 5 days in Maui, we literally did nothing. We were we slept the whole time. We just we went to the beach. We just knew we were going to do nothing. And then we went to Kauai. We were busy. Like when we did a day, we did just a day in Oahu on our way over. And so, did Pearl Harbor and did all the stuff there,
which is cool.
And then on Kauai, we did the catamaran trip. We did the hikes. We did the things that we knew we wanted to do. And so we were a little busier because we wanted to see the island, but it wasn't like all day. It was like a morning and nap and beach in the afternoon.
It's funny because I've been going to Australia for years for work. And particularly when the kids were little, I would try and keep those trips as short as possible. So you can leave on a Friday, come back on a Thursday, right? So you can make it short. The jet lag just kills you. But I've always told my wife, it's like, why don't you come along? It's Australia, it'd be cool. And one, it was always logistically impossible with the kids, but more, even if we didn't have kids, it'd be like, I'm not going unless it's for 4 weeks at minimum. Do you know what I mean? And then I'm going to program every one of those 4 weeks, right? So she will spend 5 months planning a trip, and they're always amazing, but they're never relaxing.
No, well, if you go with that mindset though, saying like, I'm not going here to relax.
Yeah,
I'm not going here to wind down. I'm going here to have some amazing experiences. So Mark mentions, Haleakala at sunrise and then biking down.
Yeah.
I've never done that either. It sounds amazing. It just sounds wonderful.
But you're on the beach.
You've got to get up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then get up there for the sunrise. So you're not going there at sunrise. You're going there before the sunrise. So like that, in and of itself,
that's a hard pass.
Yeah, I'm on vacation. I don't know if I want to get up that early. But yeah, no, it's it just I think what's important is just know what you want and lean into it, and don't feel like there's times when I'm sitting on the beach or just doing nothing. I'm like, I should be doing something, right? Like the last time we went out to Whidbey,
you should be marketing something. I don't know what that
means. The last time we were out on Whidbey, there was an afternoon where I literally I'm like, I should be going for a hike. I should be doing something outside. And all I wanted to do was just sit and read. And so I did. I just sat. I spent a little time inside, and then I spent some time on the porch, and I just sat and read a book, and it was wonderful. And
did you stay awake?
For that one, yes. But oftentimes, like if I'm in that mode, like I totally know, like this afternoon today, I'm free. So I think I'm literally going to take a nap. But like I'm like, I just want to take a minute.
There will be napping.
I guarantee you, if this afternoon around 1 o'clock, if I sit on the couch and try to read a book, I'll get through 3 pages.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. No, I just dog kept me up all night last night. Just like I went on the bed. I went off the bed. I went on the bed. Oh my God, are you serious? Between that and the every 10 minutes peeing because I'm old, it's just like it was very short. And being nervous about this workshop I ran this morning. It was a short night, so there will be napping. If anyone wonders where I'm about 3 p.m. Eastern, it's in the recliner.
Wonderful.
A drool on my chin.
love. I was never a big napper, and my wife, unless she's working, she will take a nap after lunch every day. And,
so does she have the summer off, or is she a 12-month contract, or does she get
no? She gets paid through the year, but it's an annual contract. But she's off now, and she won't go back until like mid-August.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's actually quite a blessing to have. The kids are older now, and Claire's getting a job, and Nick's got his conditioning. Right. But even when they were younger, when a lot of other parents are like, I got to find a camp, I got to find something for these kids to go and do. Beth's home, and so it's a little.
So well, let me ask you this: so Claire's going off to college in the fall, correct? Or is she going to
no, she's senior year. Yeah.
Oh, she got senior year. Okay, so never mind. This is next summer then, because the other thing is, I feel like I'm throwing my wife under the bus, who I love very dearly, but she, like the year my older daughter went to college freshman year, that entire summer was dorm room planning, packing planning. I mean, the amount of planning that she poured into that was so you may not have a summer next year. I don't know if you but maybe you guys run different.
It depends on where she goes. Like I've got so Kelly Hopping, who's the CMO at Six
Go Ducks, Oregon.
No. God, no. So Kelly's son is going to Yale.
Wow.
And not only is he going to Yale, he's going to Yale to play football. What? So this weekend,
that's what we call an oxymoron, I believe, is what the name of that is.
No. But also, like, there's no athletic scholarships to the Ivy League. So if you go there to play football, you can get a scholarship.
You've earned, like, if you play football at Yale, you've earned your way into Yale as an academic.
Yeah, you have to get into Yale.
Yeah.
And then you can play football. So they start summer camp next week. So she's taking him up. They live in Austin. She's taking him up tomorrow. So it's not just planning. It's like it's not even July. And he's already going off to school. Yeah. So I don't know.
At Yale.
That's all funny. The places that Clara is thinking about going to school are all in the state.
Yeah.
I imagine if we were thinking about taking her to like, North Carolina or something, it'd be way more like planning and packing everything else. But if she's just going either to UW, which is across the lake, or Western Washington, which is a couple hours north, I'm like, it seems like it's a little less of a big deal. Although I say that now, having never moved a kid into college and not having to do
I mean, if she's going to go in the dorm room, then that does take some planning, but it's more planning today than it was when we did it. I mean, God bless the amount of investment that people put in this stuff now is crazy.
Well, you don't have to.
No, you don't. You absolutely don't. But by the way, what'll happen?
Doing like,
yeah, what'll happen though? Just to give you a heads up, as soon as social media figures out that you have a child going to college, your algorithm completely changes.
We're screwed.
Yeah, your feed is all about college stuff. It's hilarious. It's really funny. I don't know how they just listen in. All right, you got to go talk to marketers again, don't you? Are you doing a session?
We're doing positioning today. We've got the CMO of Smart Bear just went through a whole repositioning, rebrand, and cool. And the focus is really on the appropriate use of AI in your positioning, because there's an awful lot of AI washing out there. There's an awful lot of performative AI language in positioning, and so we're trying to figure out like where's the middle ground. How do you talk about it? How do you make it relevant? How do you make it authentic? And she's figured that out. So she did a
so in other words, if you have an AI capability, how do you position your AI capability such that it doesn't sound like everyone, or how do you use AI to do your positioning?
No, the first one, right? So you have like you're using AI in your product, and like, or I mean, there's plenty of companies, like there's big software companies that all of a sudden talk about their AI forward platform. I'm like, you are lying. There's no way that you pivoted your code that quickly, so it's now like AI forward. There's no way. But you just like, we have to talk about AI, so put AI in our message. But also, I think a lot of people you see a lot of messages now that are just like, use us. Why? Because AI, right? Like, AI. Who cares about AI? Right. Like, what are you accomplishing? What are you enabling because of this, right? And so it's still about that.
It always was.
Yeah.
The rules don't change.
I do need to go. I got to refresh the coffee. You got to go to Chipotle. I'm gonna miss you, man. Or miss you. We won't see. You won't see until
it's a long time.
24th. I know, it's almost a month.
That's really sad. I mean, all these 6 people are going to be like
So technically, if you want to do something next Friday, we could. I will be.
No, go sit on the beach. No.
Well, no. It'll be half vacation. So we're next Wednesday and Thursday. Claire and Leo and I are driving. Claire's already got a Spotify playlist called Road Trip featuring Leo. So we got that going for us. So next Wednesday and Thursday, driving to San Diego. Friday, Beth and the boys in the afternoon fly in, and then vacation really begins. So I don't know. I can get up early.
That's right. Go enjoy your vacation. Go have fun. I'll see you in a month or a week, 3 weeks or whenever. Just let me know when I'm supposed to come back on again.
I'll put it on your calendar. Don't worry.
All right. Okay. All right. Be good, everybody out there.
Thanks, everyone, joining us.
All right.
We'll see you. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Be well, Matt.